Hello and welcome back to Sonic 3D Blast with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So, Rusty Ruin Zone is an interesting zone. It's where things start getting harder for the Blue Hedgehog in this game because of these pillars. And yes, they are very annoying to get past. In fact, the only way to get through them is to have Sonic do a pirouette, because the spin dash will not do anything to destroy them. And there are these, like with Marble Garden Zone, these moving maces and everything. And I just got the worst flicky in the game to collect, namely the green flicky. And what the problem with the green flicky is that if you get hit, it will go all over the place with that flicky. Seriously, I am not a fan of that flicky. So you want to pick it up as soon as possible. And this is where something like, dare I even say it? The Director's Cut really came in handy because it fixed this problem of having to backtrack and get your flickies, because it actually showed which flicky was missing and had a sort of like radar function built into it as well, which honestly actually fixes one of my major complaints about this game. Seriously, the fact that you the fact that backtracking to get at least some of the flickies is really annoying once Sonic gets hit, and also the flickies themselves can take damage as well. So yeah, sadly I am not playing the Director's Cut version because I am, as I said before, don't have the ability to do so without using Bandicam, and I'm not sure if I have the registered version of that, and I don't want the watermark on my screen. I know I did when I initially did do Sonic 3 and Knuckles on Steam, but yeah, no. I don't want to do that, so yeah. It's really weird to see Sonic spinning like a ballerina. Seriously. I mean, it probably works in an isometric sort of thing. Also over here is Tails. Yeah. Another thing of note, I don't have enough rings. They will keep the amount of rings you can have to go into the special stage, however. This, I think, is also true of the thing, of the Saturn version, but on the downside, once you get a Chaos Emerald, I kind of went over this in the last episode, but I didn't really go into much detail. If you actually get a Chaos Emerald in a regular stage, I think it's an act, I don't think it's a full stage, then if you try and give your rings to Tails or Knuckles in that stage or an act, you will not be able to do the special stage again. Seriously. Which means they'll only give you a 1-up. Seriously, only give you a 1-up. So yeah, that's one downside to the Saturn version. Seriously, you can get the as many Chaos Emeralds as possible actually in the Mega Drive version. Seriously, it's one of the upsides, I dare say, to the Mega Drive version. So yeah, and one I actually do like, seriously, because I mean, in Sonic 3 and Knuckles you could jump into any of the giant rings, so that's just a dare I say, a continuation of that idea. Seriously, I'm guessing it's not completely wrong, because I mean, in Sonic 1 you could, and also Sonic CD, you could only jump into giant rings at the end of a stage, so, and go to the special stage that way. So I'm guessing Traveler's Tales, or maybe Sega themselves, decided that would be a better idea. But yeah, for that reason, for the special stages, I'd have to give it to the Mega Drive version. I know I do like the graphics more in the, also some of the music more in the thing. I mean, Rusty Ruin in the Saturn version has probably one of the most beautiful soundtracks I have ever heard in a Sonic game. especially for something that's not done by one of the main series composers like Jun Senoi. I don't know if I can call Masato Nakamura. He did the first 2 games with Masato Nakamura, or if we're going to, let's see, Tomoya Otani, who did the more modern Sonic games. For example, or indeed T. Lopes. I mean, he's been, although given that he's doing the new Turtles game, maybe not in that case, but never mind. Seriously. And apparently I now have 66 rings, so I have enough to give to Tails. So indeed, yeah, let's get back to him and maybe go to the special stage. I probably will leave this one in, but it shows my frustration with these special stages, especially on the PS4, seriously. If playing these things with if playing the regular stages with an analog stick is pretty good, these stages were not designed for that, seriously. They were designed for use with the Mega Drive controller, seriously. And yeah, that's what happens when you run short of rings. Each of the rings ring amounts is also fixed. It's like 50, 100, 150. So yeah. And just look how Sonic runs along these bridges, seriously. This is why I prefer the, dare I say, the Saturn version for the special stages, even though I've never played them myself, just for the main look of things. Also, you get multipliers in that one as well, so that's a plus. And yes, you do need the Chaos Emeralds if you're going to fight the final boss, just like with Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And yeah, sometimes Sonic can land almost squarely, because I did mention his jump is a bit janky, and that is certainly the case here. I had to use the rewind function, and you'll see that, well, I'm going to cut some more out of the things for the later special stages. So yeah. And also, apparently you lose your shield, because I did have a fire shield, and it works in a similar way to how it did in Sonic 3 Knuckles, minus the fire spin dash. I wish that Traveler's Tales did include that, but maybe it'd be difficult to program it in, given how much of the power of the Mega Drive this game uses. Seriously, it uses a lot of its power. I remember reading on the back of the box for Sonic 3D Blast, or Sonic 3D Flicky's Island as it was known over here, that it took 32 megabits. Seriously, that is a lot for a 16-bit console, seriously. So yeah, that's what it said on the back, seriously. 32 meg on the, certainly the UK box for Sonic 3D Blast. So yeah. But now we can't get past the thing, so we'll need to use the spinny thing in order to get through there. And yeah, this is the main annoyance I do have with Rusty Ruin Zone. These levels do take a lot longer than the original games. Seriously, it's more devoted to exploration, with the added addition of getting all the flickies into the ring, etc., etc. Which, yeah, this Sonic game is not based on speed. There's a bit of platforming, but yeah, any speed is mostly automated. Seriously, or if you're having, the only time I think Sonic is going at full speed is when he's invincible. Seriously. And don't count on Super Sonic being in this game. Seriously, Super Sonic is not a thing in the non-Director's Cut version of this game. Seriously, you would have to get the Director's Cut, get all the Chaos Emeralds, and then do that. So yeah, but I'm still missing a flicky here. So yeah. Not great, but it is what it is. And there's the last one. Yeah, neatly tucked into the corner there. I believe, I don't know if you can get through there and see Knuckles. You can see him waiting there. Unfortunately, we still need the thing there, so That's no good, to quote, and I'm going to say it like Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Certainly not. So there we go. Suppose I could have got the blue shield. And it does serve another purpose other than being a returning shield that hasn't been in the series since Sonic 2. But for that, we'd need to go to Gene Gadget Zone. And that won't be for a while, I think. So yeah. So indeed, yeah. So 65 rings for Knuckles. Yeah, as I say, I would have just got a 1-up if I were playing the Saturn version. But anyway, yeah. I think I did cut that one out. Probably not for a bad thing, because I'm not a fan of the special stages, as I say, in the Mega Drive version. So, I was only at 1 and it took me nearly 10 minutes. Seriously. Not including the special stages. Act 2 is even more annoying because towards the end of this, we will get probably one of the worst examples of I don't know if we can call it attacking or not, but yeah. Let's destroy that and get another flicky there. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Seriously. The flickies are even more spaced out in Act 2. At least I like the music in both versions, as I say. Yes, the music in thing does remind me a lot of the chill out, dare I say, Richard Jacques, who did the music in for the thing and would later do Sonic R, would do the would kind of borrow a lot from dare I even say it, Enigma. Yes, Enigma, a 90s sort of chill out, I don't know if I can call them trance or whatever, group, I don't know if I call them a group really, but I remember one of their songs having like, in fact, Silvergunner, one of the most prolific YouTubers, even did a mashup of the two things with, dare I say, the, well, Silvergunner's a group really, of the thing, so yeah. So, well, what is the thing that really annoys me about Rusty Ruin Act 2? Well, I don't know, because I've just paid 60 rings to Knuckles. So, yeah. So, do I do the next special stage? I don't know. I believe if you fail a special stage, you have to go to the next one, so yeah. And, yeah. Seriously. I know it's not, shown on screen, but controlling Sonic is a pain in the ass. Seriously. And I've already run out of things to say with these special stages, seriously. Think back to Sonic 2, seriously. Each special stage did at least try to mix things up, so yeah. Not so with 3D Blast, because, yeah. And all of the rings are in groups of either 1 or 2, seriously. Thank goodness Sonic Team. And yes, Sonic Team did have some input in the special stages in the Saturn version, that's all I'm going to say. Because those certainly function a lot better. So yeah. I think I have 4 Chaos Emeralds because I got the one Knuckles stage in Act 1. So yeah. But that being said, let's indeed go over here and put the ball in the ring and indeed jump outwards, seriously. And then we have this, seriously. These are the annoyances, these bouncy trampoline pads. It isn't so bad on the bit where you have to go through there, but wait until we get to another part. Seriously. Well, that's not the only thing I dislike about Act 2, but it's one of the things. I remember playing the thing and struggling to get up there, but there's this whole bit with the moving platform. You could use the spring, but that would bounce Sonic very, very high. And that is the problem with this. It sends you back to the very beginning, does that moving platform. So yeah, well, you could use the thing, but yeah, a hell of a lot of backtracking here just to get on the moving platform. If this were a 2D game, I wouldn't have so much problems. Hell, even in the 3D games, I wouldn't have a problem. This is kind of isometric. I don't know if I can even call it a 3D effect. Yeah. As for the trampoline platforms, Sonic usually like skids his way down if you pull up on the control pad. So yeah, that isn't really a problem. But getting onto the platform is, seriously, and timing is, even though Sonic does have a drop shadow, timing is a premium here, seriously. I do not like using the spring because it bounces Sonic very high, but yeah, this is why I hate Act 2, just because of this one segment. Gave me nightmares, until I once hit the cartridge and somehow activated the level select in Sonic 3D, seriously. That did happen. With the, dare I even say it, the Mega Drive Classics version, at least you have the rewind function so you don't have to backtrack. I know it's cheating, but in this case, I might well use it. In fact, I did use it. Seriously. So, yeah. But now I have 3 flickies. So where do we go next? Well, we go down here and speed shoes. In fact, that's another thing. Actually, no, I'll mention that a bit later. Because, yeah. So now we have to jump on these platforms here. And yes, those platforms there. How many flickies have I got? Seriously, non-director's cut version. Seriously, jumping on those platforms is a pain in the ass. Seriously. So let's get this flicky. This sorry, B-Badnik. Kind of looks like a. So let's see. Can't count them. No, I don't want to keep my flickies there. Thank you. I think I have all 5 actually. Yeah, at least in the thing, but I did lose one. So yeah. Another thing of note, the flicky noises, seriously. They are taken directly from the arcade game Flicky. In fact, the whole gameplay style was a thing in Flicky. Maybe I'll cover that game as a Let's Try to Play, because that's one that definitely lends itself to live commentary rather than dare I say post-commentary, like I do with a lot of my games because of my own stress and everything and playing video games. But yeah, it's definitely a game that would lend itself more to live commentary. But I mean, the whole idea of collecting flickies is taken from the Sega arcade game Flicky, which is also on the Sega Mega Drive, seriously. So I'm not surprised that, in fact, the birds themselves, the Flickies, were in the Sonic series since Sonic 1. So I'm not surprised that Traveler's Tales used the concept of Flicky to put into a Sonic game, even if the results weren't so great. Seriously, especially since the game they were going for on the well, I'll get to that. I played the Mega Drive version, so can't bust through that. One of the things I do try to do with those ancient doors is try and bust through them, but no, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So let's go down here, and indeed, there's another crocodile. Okay, so chaotix. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of a bit, but not completely. Let's jump up here and lose our rings. Yeah. And I'm gonna get flamed. Then head over here, and indeed head downwards. And then we can bust through there. And then jump on these platforms, seriously. Jumping on them can be a bit of a pain in the ass, seriously, but never mind. Let's put the fliggies into the ring and then face Dr. Eggman once again. And probably listen to my favourite boss theme in the game. Well, almost. I actually kind of like the final boss theme as well, but this out of the two regular boss themes is my favourite, seriously. So basically with Eggman here, what he will do is he will bring down these the stone claws. And what we have to do to damage him is actually jump on either of them. I believe he does it one at a time, so if he brings down the right claw, he'll bring down the left one, and vice versa. Yeah, he will also shoot those pellets out of his gun there. That's all I can describe them as, really, pellets. Seriously. And then, yeah. Can be a tough boss if you don't know what you're doing, but not that hard, to be honest. So yeah, this is actually quite a good boss. Seriously. There's no timing. There's no way of actually damaging Eggman, and certainly there's no taking advantage, unlike in Aquatic Ruin Zone, to actually make Sonic jump higher and cheat the boss. Seriously, no. So yeah. But let's jump over there, and there we go. Eggman's done. So on the next episode, it's over to Spring Stadium Zone. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.